Shalom lekulam. Welcome to all of our preschool families. Welcome to our preschool students. We are so happy to be able to join together for our preschool Calvin Brown Academy Model Seder today. We have a jam-packed program ready for you, and our students are so excited to sing and dance and show off all the wonderful stuff that they know. But most importantly, we're excited to be able to share this moment with all of you. So thank you to all of our families and all of our special friends for joining us. We see that we've got a few more people joining here, so we're going to begin in just a minute. We're going to ask that all of our guests please stay on mute. But if you want to throw some hellos and we love yous into the chat, the teachers will be able to read out your messages to the students and show them how much you love them. So we'll begin in one more minute. Feel free to say hello to everybody in the chat. And hi, everybody. I'm Maura Eliana. It's good to see all of you. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go. We have so many people joining us here, and it is really such a blessing for all of us. So we're going to begin, and you know, as we know, this year feels a little different than other years. We always like to sing Manish Tana at our Seder, and this one is a little bit of a Manish Tana, right? It's a little bit of deja vu, reminds us of last year, but thank God we're all in sort of a better place than we were last year, we hope, and looking towards spring and hope, and getting some of those good hugs from all of our grandchildren, God willing, one day. So we're going to begin. And the way that we always begin our Seder is by bringing light into our world. So we're going to begin with our Nerot, okay? And we're going to be lighting our candles together. So I'm going to light. I know that the classes are going to be lighting along with me. And as we do it, we can together with our friends, the that we're beginning now. I'm going to remind everybody to please stay on mute so that we can really all enjoy this together. So here we go. All right, so here we go, Yeladim. Let's bring in the Chag together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel yom tov. Here we go. All right, and we get to do one more very, very, very special bracha. And because we just started the holiday together, we're going to add the bracha for the Shehecheyanu, okay? So this bracha is we thank God for giving us this opportunity, this moment to say thank you for bringing us here. We've all been through so much, and to be able to get to this moment to share happy things together is a real blessing, a real bracha. Okay, so you can sing along with me at home as we share Shehecheyanu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higianu l'zman hazeh. Amen. A big amen for that of getting to be together and getting to celebrate. But Yeladim, I think I've forgotten what holiday it is that we're celebrating. I brought these special matches with me because is today Hanukkah? Maybe it's not Hanukkah. No. You know what? I really am hungry. I want to eat a cookie that's in the shape of a triangle. Those Oznei Haman. Is that the holiday that we're celebrating? No, I don't think so. What is that holiday that we're going to be celebrating? I just can't remember. Ani pashut lo zocheret. You know what? I think I need to ask the students to help me out because I don't know if you know, but this holiday has a couple different names to it also. So Yeladim, I'm going to turn it over to you guys to help us out. with naming some of these different parts of the holiday. All right, so Kochavim, the P4s, can you talk to us about one of the names of the holiday?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, right, it's Chag HaPesach, you're right, because Hashem passed over, right? Okay, good, that's one of the things of the holiday that I remember. Okay, but I'm really, really hungry and I could really go for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich right now. P2s, Nitzanim, can I have a big piece of bread right now? What's the name of this holiday that you guys are going to remind us of? Nitzanim, what's this holiday that we're talking about? It's Chag HaLechem? Not Lechem, it's Chag Ha. What's this guy? Chag HaMatzot, Chag HaMatzot, Yofi. And I wore my very special mask because I think the Parparim are going to tell me a little bit about the name of the holiday that has to do with what's on my Masechah. P3s, can you tell us about the third name of the holiday? Chag HaAviv, right? The holiday of spring, and it's really starting to feel like spring. And the last holiday, the last name of the Chag, right? Bringing it back to P4, to our Kochavim. What's that other name of the holiday? We got a lot of chuz in this one. Who can tell us? P4, shout it out.
1, 2, 3.
I think I heard that. Chag HaCherut, the holiday of freedom, because we're so happy to be free, right? We're not slaves anymore, and we are happy to be able to be free together. So here we go. We can see all 4 names of our holiday. And that number, how do we say 4 be'ivrit? It's, shout it out with me, it's Arba. Arba is going to be a name that it's going to be a number that we're going to be hearing a lot over the course of our Pesach Seder, right, everybody? So keep that number in mind. Arba is going to keep coming on up. Okay, so now I don't really know how to go. I'm not sure what comes first and what comes next. I know I've got a lot of special things that I have to do. I brought my very special Seder plate with me. And I know our students have their Seder plates as well, but I wish there was some catchy way that we could sort of keep everything, keep our whole Seder Seder, right? How can we keep it all in order? So let's turn it back to the Kochavim, who are gonna sing for us the Simanei HaSeder.
Okay. 1, 3.
Let's give them a big round of applause. Yofi, you sang so beautifully, and you showed us with your yadayim also all the different parts of the Seder. So now everything will be beseder, right? It's going to be all nice and in order. Okay, so Yeladim, the very first thing that you told us that we had to do was, let me share my screen again. The first thing that we had to do was Kadesh. Well, we're going to say a bracha over the kiddush, over the yain, but this year we're also going to add another special bracha. Does anybody know when the Pesach Seder is this year? It starts on Motzei Shabbat, on Saturday night. So one of our favorite things to do also on Saturday night is to do Havdalah. So we're gonna first say the bracha for the kiddush, and then we're gonna say a special bracha for doing havdalah. So listen here, we're just gonna do a tiny little bit, but you can hear how it sounds, okay? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And now we're gonna sing Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh. Everybody hold up your fingers to the light. And now we're going to sing one more Shehachiyanu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shehachiyanu v'kiyamanu v'higyanu l'zman hazeh. And everybody pretend to take a drink of that oh so delicious grape juice. Cold Kedem grape juice. There's nothing like it, right? Yofi. All right. Kadesh. Next, we're going to do Orchat. And by the way, everybody, we're not going to be eating. We're not going to be drinking during our Seder because we have so many different rules and regulations about that here. We're going to do some pretend. So everybody pretend to do it with me. Orchat, we've got to wash our hands. Okay, so practice washing your hands with me. Everybody wash your hands with me, Orchat, but we don't say a bracha for this one, right? Wash, 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 scrub, scrub, scrub. Beautiful. All right, next we're gonna move on to our karpas. And what do we like to do with our karpas? We like to dip it, okay? So everybody practice, pretend you have a karpas and dip, dip, dip in the salt water. The salt water reminds us of the tears that the Jewish people shed when they were slaves in Egypt. But the karpas reminds us that there's spring and that there's always hope and that there's always new life and we get reborn. Okay, so even though we had sad times, we're gonna have happy times again. All right, we're moving right along, everybody. Kadesh, Orchat, karpas, yachat. We're now moving on to yachat. And we take our middle matzah. I've got 3 matzot right here. Achat, shnayim, shalosh. That reminds us of Kohen, Levi, and Yisrael, right? All the Jewish people together. And I'm going to take my middle matzah and I'm going to snap, yachat, break it in half. Now, Yeladim, I'm going to take this matzah and I'm going to hide it somewhere very special. And maybe by the end of the Seder, you're all gonna have a chance to find it, all right? So keep an eye on this guy. I'm putting him away right here in a very special place, okay? Yofi, all right. We are now up to the main event, Yeladim, because we need to tell this story. And there's so many interesting and important things that happen in our story for Pesach, but we always start out with she'elot, with questions, right? Because we're the Jewish people, we love, love, love questions. So I think that we have some Yeladim who are prepared to ask us some very important questions. And who remembers what's that very important mispar that we're gonna need to keep coming up? Was it no, it was arba. Remember? We're gonna have arba she'elot, arba kushiyot. And we're going to get to hear from our kochavim and our parparim of these different she'elot. And the nitzanim are going to help us out with some hand motions. So for those of you who are following at home, here's a little refresher. You can do it along with us. Every time we say Lila, we're going to go to sleep. So listen for the Lila, and you can watch the nitzanim who are going to help us out with those hand motions as well. All right, I'm going to turn it over first to P3. To our parparim who are going to sing the first and the second of the Manishtana She'elot. Are you guys ready? Right. Take it away, P3.
1, 2, ready? Manishtana Halayla Nika Seder kol halot anu ofrim charet u'matzah halayla
To the P3s, יפה מאוד. You guys sang so beautifully. All right, עכשיו התור של כוכבים. P4, now it's your turn.
Make it loud.
Kolakava to all of our preschool students for singing so beautifully. Let's give them a big raise the roof. We're so proud of them today and every day, and all of the really important she'elot that they have to ask. Those are some really great questions, you guys. Why do we eat matzah? And why do we eat this maror if it's so stinky? And why do we have to do all those dippings? And why do we get to relax and have a day where we get to just be like free people? I wonder, I have this friend who has over here. Oh, who's this? Here comes Pharaoh, and that mean old Pharaoh had some really bad things for the Jewish people. And now our students are going to tell us a little bit about what that experience was like between the frogs and the let my people go and the bang, bang, bang with the hammer. So we're going to go back to the P2s who are going to tell us all about those Svardeim, those hoppity hop ribbit frogs. P2s, Nitzanim, are you guys ready to sing for us the frog song? Now hold on, everybody. I'm going to put the music on so you can hear it. Okay, so here we go.
Pharaoh woke up in his bed. He was a little bit surprised. You see, the plagues were a-comin'. One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed, there were frogs on his bed and frogs on his head, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes, frogs here, frogs there, frogs are jumping everywhere.
Look at them jumping.
I lost the audio.
To our Nitzanim, and I saw a lot of other people jumping along with them too. To our Nitzanim. All right, P3, can you please tell us, what do you want to come say to Pharaoh? I think we're going to hear, oh, listen right now. P3.
Oh, listen,
Kol hakavod. Yafé me'od to our P3s. Thank you, thank you. You guys did such a wonderful job. Kol hakavod. And now we're going to hear from our Kolchavim. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like to be an Eved in Mitzrayim? Was it an easy time or was it really, really tough? All right, looks like they're getting ready.
Awesome. All right, are we ready? Get those hammers. Get your muscles. Are we ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Bang, 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 bang your hammers low. Bang, 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 work, every day and every night. For it's work, when it's light at your shovel.
Kavod to all of our students for singing so beautifully. Well, even though all of our students sang so well, Pharaoh is still saying, no, 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 I will not let those people go. So Hashem has to come up with another idea, right? So now, remember we talked about the Mitzvah Arba? Well, we have another Mitzvah that's really, really important. And this Mitzvah is Eser. So now we're gonna get up to the 10 plagues, okay? The Aseret HaMakot. And we're gonna hear, I know that our P3s have some puppets that they wanna show us, but I also wanna tell you about a very special project that our students in Gan through 8th grade had a chance to make. We got to learn from an animator, a very professional and awesome animation specialist, and she worked with our students to create an animated Haggadah. So even though our preschool students didn't get to make it, they're gonna get a chance to see it in its very first debut today, okay? So I'm gonna share my screen with all of you because we're gonna see what the Gan, our kindergartners, got to make to teach us all about the 10 plagues, okay? So here we go, my friends.
Детей не видно, видно только вот этих вот, то они
Okay, so here we go. I'm going to share my screen with everybody. And as we're doing it, we have a tradition that we dip our finger in our kiddush and we take a little bit out. Because you know what? When other people are sad, we can't be completely happy. We're still glad that the Jewish people became free, but we have to take a little bit out of our own cup and make sure that we think about other people as well. So as we hear them, you can do that with your etzba, with your little pinky. Pretend to dip it, and we'll do that eser pa'amim, okay? So here we go, everybody. I'm gonna share my screen with you, and you're gonna see what our Gan students were able to make. All right, here we go. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit, sorry. All right, we're ready. amazing? Our kindergarten students were able to make that. So even though they're not here, let's give them a big yasher kolach and kol hakavod. All right, well, I think that Pharaoh at this point is convinced, and you know what? I'm gonna let the Jewish people go. Hooray, hooray. We get to be free. Now, we have another song that we like to sing when we get to go free, because we are a people who always likes to say Toda Rabbah, right? Every day we always say Modeh Ani, and especially when we get to leave Egypt, when we leave Mitzrayim, we have to say Toda Rabbah Hashem, thank you so much. So I'm gonna turn it over now to P3, who's gonna sing for us Dayenu, all right? P3s, are you guys ready to sing for us, Dayenu? I think they're so glad and excited. Nitzanim, Parim, are you guys ready to sing Dayenu for us? Yay, they're so grateful. Oh my goodness, kol hakavod to our threes. So now I want to give everybody an opportunity to see another part from our animated Haggadah. And I'm going to ask our students to come stand up in their place. There's going to be 3 things that we're saying thank you to Hashem for, okay? The first one, when you see it, is I want you to march in place and pretend like you're leaving Egypt, okay? So here we go. I'm going to share the screen again. And you guys are going to get to see what our 6th graders got to make for their part of the animated All right, let's go. I want you to pretend like we left Egypt. Now dance it out. We're so happy. Hashem All right, now pretend it's Shabbat. Thank you guys for giving us the Shabbat. Oh, I love eating my challah. I love Shabbat. Dance Next one, the Torah. Thank you, Hashem, for giving us the Torah. Finally, dance it out, everybody. Yossi, and if any of our special friends want to put into the chat some of the things that you're feeling thankful for, I know just seeing these kids' faces and getting to hear them makes me feel so happy and grateful. But if any of our special friends want to put those things that you're feeling grateful into the chat, we'll make sure to share those with the students afterwards. All right, well, we're getting pretty close to the end of our Seder, and we have invited so many special friends to join us. I wonder if there's maybe one more special friend who might come. I think that maybe if the Kochavim, maybe if our P4s start to sing a song, maybe we'll see somebody special join us. Kochavim, are you guys ready to sing for them?
Can we open the door and see if maybe Yahoo might visit us and maybe drink from the cup or come and say hello? Yeah.
Nice.
Who's that? It's Eliyahu. Say hi.
Hi, how we doing today?
You
know this song? Do they know it?
Can I hear it? Eliab wants to hear you sing it.
I love to hear you sing.
Real loud now.
And we're hearing some feedback in the background. Please make sure that you're muted. I think Eliyahu is going to get a chance to join our other two rooms as well and make sure that he gets to say hi to everybody there. We're so happy to have our very special Eliyahu Hanavi. He wears a shorter beard on regular days, but he is definitely our superhero who helps our kids every single day, make sure that we're healthy and clean and safe. And we love our Mr. Bill Eliyahu Hanavi so much. Let's give him a big round of applause for everything he does for us today and every single day. And we'll offer him a big cup of grape juice because he's going to be thirsty after all of his travels. All right, Eliyahu, you can keep going to the other classes, but we're going to finish up with one more thing together. So this has been such a beautiful Seder, and our students are so incredible, and our teachers are amazing. But we're always thinking about and dreaming about what next year is going to look like, okay? Next year, we always say at the end of our Seder, L'Shana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim. We always dream and think about Israel and all of the Jewish people all over the world. And you know what? This year, we might not all get to be together in the way that we had hoped, but we find these silver linings of getting to spend a Zoom Seder together. Who would have thought a year ago that this is something that we could do and be able to share with each other? So we're always looking for those opportunities to find hope and to look for the joy and all the good things together. And again, when we see these beautiful faces, how could we not feel hopeful and joyful? Before I play our last song, Ms. Zivik, do you want to give a quick shout out before we finish up?
Yeah, I just want to say Azizim Pesach, Achag Kasher V'Sameach, and I always want to take the opportunity to say a big Toda Rabbah to all of the KBA teachers, and in particular the preschool teachers this morning who are so fabulous and help our students grow each day. And thank you all to all of you who in the chat said thank you and expressed your joy and gratitude and nachas at seeing your children and grandchildren, family having a joyful Seder in school. We're so grateful and proud. Thank you, everybody, and a big Toda Rabbah, of course, to Mora Eliana. Kol hakavod. And back to you, Mora Eliana.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Ms. Zivik. All right, so we're gonna finish up with a little freeze dance. And I really hope that all of our special friends at home are gonna play too, all right? We're gonna be looking to see who's moving when the music stops, okay? So I'm gonna play for everybody, L'Shana Haba'a B'Yerushalayim, and I wanna see our students rocking out, showing off their moves, but listen for when I stop the music, and everybody's gotta freeze, okay? So here we go. Let's see if we can try to do it together. And feel free to sing along. All right, here we go. Who's still moving? Freeze. All right, let's keep dancing. Kol hakavod. Freeze it again. Oh, I guess you can hear me when I'm not screen sharing. All right, I'm gonna screen share again, everybody. So now you'll see the kids a little less, but then you can hear the music more. All right, so here we go, one more time. Freeze. Good job, guys. All right, here we go. Create All right, now I'm gonna stop sharing. So we're going to give one more big Yasher Koach and Kol HaKavod to our fabulous preschool teachers. You are all amazing and fabulous. Our students love you so much, and we appreciate everything that you do for these kids every single day. If you would like to unmute yourself and give a big shout out and send your love to everybody, you can. And then we're gonna say Lahitra'ot to everybody.
Hi, Wally. Alfie. It was Alfie. Hey, Alfie.
Bye.